Okay, let's get started with a djembe. Djembes are traditional West African drums with this very distinctive goblet shape. Some are a lot bigger than this, many are a lot smaller. I've got a kind of standard size 12-inch drum head on this particular one. This is a solid wooden body. Yours might be a lightweight version. And the skin of the drum or head of the drum is likely to be either a synthetic skin like mine or goat skin, most likely. So the first thing to do is sit ourselves comfortably. So we want to be sat, I've got a stool. You want a stool or a chair without arms, otherwise you bash your elbows the whole time and it gets uncomfortable. There's a comfortable height for you. Feet firmly on the floor. Place your drum in between your knees. You can wrap your feet around the front of it a little bit if you like, depends what suits you, suits your body and what's comfortable. And then you tilt your drum forward, away from you. The sound comes out the bottom of the drum. So if you have your drum flat on the floor, you get that kind of sound. If you tilt it away from you, you get that kind of sound, much better. You also want to be aware of the angle from your elbow to your fingertips, so that it's comfortable for you. You don't want your wrist like that or too much like that. So a nice smooth line between your elbow and the angle of your drum is what we're looking for. Sitting up nice and straight. We don't want to slouch over our drum. We want to sit up nice straight back. And I always find stick your bottom out a little bit. Helps keep you comfortable. Don't want to get any aches and pains from your drumming session. So the very basics of a djembe, what you need to know. In the middle, we've got the lowest sound. The sounds on the drum don't have particular standard names, but there are lots of names that are commonly used. I call this the bass, which is often referred to by drummers. So to get going on our bass, we want nice relaxed hands. The more relaxed the better. We don't want to bash the drum. That spoils the sound and it's also really hard work anyway to do it. And it'll make hands hurt. We don't want to jab at the drum or poke it. We want to bounce off the drum with a nice flat hand, as flat as your hand will go, using our whole hand to bounce, as if you're on a trampoline. So let's get going. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alternating your hands. That's what we call your bass. And if you put your hands so your index fingers sort of in the middle of your drum, make a triangle there with using your thumbs, and then move your hands back towards you as if you're cutting a slice of cake or a pizza. Just move them back until they end up here. And this is where we're going to make our next sound with our drum. So I'm using from the inside of those joints there, inside of my knuckles, down through my fingers. It varies a little bit and there's no massive rule how people do this. You will hear it on your drum. Every drum's different and every person's different. But generally speaking, you're using this part of your hand, again nice and relaxed, flat fingers. Doesn't necessarily matter whether or not you keep them together or they're far apart. That tends to vary from person to person, just depending on how your hands are made really. But the main thing is to be relaxed. Just think nice, relaxed, kind of jelly-like hands really. And again, we're going to bounce off the drum and make what I refer to as the tone sound. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can put those together now. We've got our 1, 2, 3, 4 rhythm in place. We know we're alternating our hands, right, left, or you'll probably do left, right, if you're naturally left-handed. So we can go bass, bass, tone, tone, bass, bass, tone, tone. That's a good exercise to practice on your drum because it's alternate hands and you're moving around your drum. And it's quite good to do it slowly and to listen to the sound that you're actually making. If you don't like it very much, it'll be something to do with your hands rather than your drum, most likely. So just be aware that what we're aiming for is relaxed as possible hands, nice flat, loose hands, not like this, but like this. And let the tension go out of them before you start playing. Bounce off your drums if it's a trampoline. When you get quite good at doing that, go bass, bass, tone, tone, bass, bass, tone, tone. You can practice speeding it up a little bit. Okay, so having got to grips with our bass, our tone, we are now going to move on to a third sound called slap. I often wish it wasn't called a slap, but that's a really common term for it, so I use it too for this sound. But it doesn't mean to say that you want to do it really much harder, if any at all, than you do your basses or your tones. Drumming is not about bashing a drum, it's about bouncing off the drum. And the same applies to a slap. We're going to make the slap using the outer ring of our drum. And underneath there, that's metal. So if you hit that too hard, it is going to hurt. It's going to bruise your hand. What we are actually doing is using this metal ring and the inside of our hand, where our knuckles are on the inside, and we're bringing that part of our hand down onto the drum. So if you keep your hand straight for a moment and just practice just coming down onto your drum, just making contact with the edge of the rim with that part of your hand there, the inside bit of your knuckles. That's where we're going to produce our slap sound from. Now you'll notice that doesn't make any sound in itself, just coming down on the rim of the drum, because we've been holding our hands straight. Now we relax our hands and fingers, really relax them, so they're really kind of floppy and jelly-like. And we do the same thing. We'll allow our fingers to bounce down and make contact with the drum. So our fingertip is actually going to touch there on the drum so quickly, because we're using this as a springboard, that we won't see that particularly or be aware of it, but that's what's making the sound. But the bit to kind of put your focus on is making contact here. That's just like using a springboard to get the effect that we want. So all we do is nice relaxed hands and come down onto the edge of our drum there. A slap is a sound that, or sound of the drum, but sometimes people get it straight away, and other times it can take them weeks or even months to suddenly realise that, hey, I'm doing it, it's really good. It's not the easiest thing to achieve, it can take practice. You can hear the difference between your bass your tone and your snap. You can hear that's a higher, louder, brighter sound. Real distinctive feature of the djembe is that snap. So it's an important one, but not one to get frustrated with if it takes you a little time, because it does for a lot of people. And there's a lot you can play on a djembe without even needing to play a snap anyway. It's kind of almost a bonus sound. So also on your djembe, you can play trapped sounds. So when we play a drum, you get that reverberation. We can put a stop to that and produce an entirely different sound just by placing a hand gently on the drum skin. I'm going to make the sound of my right hand, so I place my left hand on the drum skin. And if I do a tone in the usual way, sounds like that. If I do it with my hand on the drum skin, so a slap tone, I get that sound. Same with a slap. I can play an open slap or a trap slap. Completely different sound. That's what we're aiming for, is that kind of gunshot sound, really. Same with a bass. So I can play a bass, and I can play a trapped bass. Interesting to have those in rhythms. It just adds a really nice feature. So if you're playing, you can just throw in the odd trap slap into the rhythm. There are thousands and thousands of rhythms for drums generally, and djembes in particular. Many of them are traditional West African rhythms that have been played for a very long time and still are today. Some are contemporary rhythms. There's really so much to choose from, and of course you can always create your own in the moment, which is a nice thing to do. To get started playing on your djembe, I always think this is a nice rhythm to do. We're going to do 2 basses to start with, so we get bom bom, and then we're going to move up to the tones, and we're going to alternate. I'm right-handed, so I'm using that same hand, so I'm going right, right, and then right, left, right, left. Obviously, if you're left-handed, you'll be going left, 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 right, left, right. Although quite a lot of left-handed people find that they drum right-handed, because when you sit alongside other people, we all tend to go with the majority, and your bodies are in sync. So there's no golden rule for how you do it, but it's whatever comes naturally to you. So back to our rhythm. So we have got 2 basses, 4 tones to start our rhythm. Then we're going to go back straight back to 2 basses, and then 3 tones. This time I was going right, left, right. So I'm going right, 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 right. Sorry, right, 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 left, right, left, right, 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 left, right. You'll find that comes quite naturally. You'll notice my right hand is the hand that's moving between the basses and the tones. My left hand is staying where the tones are. So let's get going. Bom, bom, diddle, diddle, bom, bom, da, da, da. There are some rhythms in West African drumming are often referred to as passport rhythms or universal rhythms. They crop up very frequently and they are an accompaniment to lots and lots of main rhythms as well. And this one is a good one to learn also because it's got a slap in it. So it's a good way to practice your slap. And the rhythm is going to go. So we're starting out with a bass, and then with that same hand we're doing a tone, and another tone, and then a slap. So bass, tone, tone, slap, bass, tone, tone, slap, bass, tone, tone, slap. So we're doing it really slowly walking pace to start with, just to get your hands and your arms moving how you want them to be. A lot of drumming is muscle memory, so once you kind of imprint that pattern into your muscles, it gets easier and easier until you don't have to think about it at all. So we're going bass, tone, tone, slap, bass, tone, tone, slap, bass, tone, tone, slap, bass, tone, tone, slap. Keep practicing. Repetition is the key to happy drumming, I always think, because when you don't have to think so much about something, your body's just doing it for you. Then you can get more into the feel of the beat and the tempo of the drumming, the other drummers around you, or the music that you're drumming along to, and enjoy more what you're playing. It takes a lot of concentration at first. So it's good to kind of walk things through and then little bit by little speed them up and keep repeating. So once that gets speeded up, we go from playing it at what would kind of probably be the average speed that this will be played at. Happy drumming! Good luck! Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching and enjoy your drum. Bye for now.